so much. It's great to be here. My name is Hoylman, the State Center for the Neighborhood.
Thank you.
Glad to be here. Really glad to be here. You know, I have a number of constituents who have come to my office with absolute horror stories. They are tenants of Croman. They have been harassed. Their apartments are dilapidated. They can't get repairs. And Mr. Croman wants to force them out on top of it. He's taken them to court. He's used a bunch of tactics, legal and otherwise, to try to force them out of their homes. And that's not right.
It ain't right!
No. All right.
You know, the problem is here in the East Village, but I got something to tell you too. It's in Albany.
That's right.
It's in Albany, where Mr. Croman
and the wife, Harriet,
and his buddies in the real estate industry have a vice over the state legislature. And that's a fact. That's why we have luxury decontrol, folks. That's why we have the ability for a landlord to bring frivolous lawsuits against tenants. That's why a landlord can evict tenants and claim that the apartment's going to be for his own family's use, and the tenant has no recourse. It's the real estate industry that we got to fight it. And I tell you how we can do that. We can continue to rally here on beautiful days like this in this park, but you also have to keep the pressure on me and my colleagues up in Albany. You got to go up to Albany like I know you've been doing, like I know Goals has done, and I know Tenant Pack has done, and I know the Lower East Side is well represented with our elected officials, whether it be Senator Squadron or Rosie Mendez or Brian Kavanaugh. We got to keep the pressure on Albany.
That's right.
The good news is that it's an election year. There's a whole new slate of candidates running across the state of New York. It's going to be up to you, up to everyone here, all of your friends, all of your neighbors, to get involved. I'm a Democrat with a capital D. I know this isn't a political rally, but you got to figure out who supports tenants and who doesn't.
Nobody.
And you got to put pressure.
Excuse me? What do you say?
We need to change the composition in Albany. We have to win the battle in Albany. We need pro-tenant legislators in Albany.
Yes.
So I'm very gratified to see this turnout. And I want to say something else. I've got a message from Mr. Croman.
Yes.
Leave our tenants alone.
Oh, hey.
They deserve to stay in their homes. They built this neighborhood.
Yes.
They have enabled the very feature that has made this neighborhood so successful. A lot of people are moving into the East Village. But we got to respect the people who built the East Village.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm going to continue to work with everyone here, fight against the slumlords, fight against the developers, fight against 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
I noticed someone has a Slurpee. Probably not. Oh, that's not a Slurpee. That's an Icy. I don't know where that's from.
What size is it? Is it too big?
That's from Ray. Okay, good. Thought it was a Slurpee. Thought it was a Slurpee. Okay. Everything's cool. Everything's cool. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Anyhow, I'm glad to be here. We'll continue to fight with you.
All right.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you.